Hey, what is going on, you guys? It's James Reptiles. In today's video, we're going to be taking a look at the top couple projects that I'm super excited for this coming leopard gecko breeding season, the season of 2022. The last couple of videos have been doing really awesome, and I really appreciate that, you guys. And let's keep it up with some awesome videos for you guys to watch. Let's get right into it. I'm going to show you some males and some females that I think are going to make some killer babies this year. That'll be great for the business. Okay, so what we did this year that we did different from last year is this rack was all mixed of males and females last year. What we did is we took all the males out and used it just for females because it has the deeper tubs, which is good for the females who want to dig for laying eggs. So we essentially doubled the amount of space we could have for females. So all the males are right here cooling. The reason is we were keeping them in these tubs that were shallower. This male is not cooling. We were keeping them in these tubs. This might actually be a female. I'm rambling. We were keeping them in these tubs because they don't need the height, and that lets us put more females. But at the same time, we can't cool this whole rack because these are geckos that are still eating, that are still for sale. So we had to separate them, which essentially just means it takes up a little bit more space and it's more tubs to watch at the end of the year, but it's all right. So when I talk about a project, we'll be taking the male down and looking at all the females. Now, nothing is set in stone. Everything is subject to change. Like, this gecko is probably not going to be big enough to breed. But it is what it is, and that might even be a male. Let's take a look. Yeah, it might be a male. So, we'll see. Like I said, everything's up in the air. A lot of stuff is pretty firm, and a lot of stuff is kind of, iffy. So, in a week or two, when we do start breeding, and we start heating everything up, well, we'll heat everything up, wait a week, feed really heavy, and then start breeding. Things can change. So let's start with the Black Knight visual eclipses. Okay, so the first project I want to talk about is the 4A project. This guy is a breeder from last year. He's a Black Knight visual eclipse. Really awesome breeder. Not super dark, but he's an outcross. Black Knight outcross, and some of these babies he's going to go to are pretty sick. So let's see. These two are in here. This one I believe he bred with last year. Made some awesome babies. This is one I'm super excited for because, make sure it's a girl, because I've seen a lot of babies come out like this last season, and I know exactly who the mom is, but this is an awesome gecko. We're going to make some visual eclipses, pause at Patternless, and I think they can really make some dark babies just based on that pattern. And then we also have two more for them over here. This one, which is an awesome Black Knight eclipse. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Still a little small. She'll probably end up breeding like halfway through the season. And then same with this one. Like I said, not everything's for sure. This one probably won't end up breeding. That one might even end up being a boy. So we'll see what's up. Any empty spaces at the end of the year, if stuff changes, or if I get better stuff for next year, it all just gets replaced, right? Alright, so this next project is going to be project number 2. This is my Super Snow Radar male, supposedly white and yellow. A little bit of extra skin on there from Urban Geckos. And if we come up here, we can see the two females he bred with last year. Snow, white and yellow head eclipse. And then this one's going to be the Snow Radar white and yellow. And those are awesome, and they make some awesome babies. And two of those babies are going to breed this year, hopefully. So we got this one, which is exactly what the dad is. It's a Super Snow Radar. So we'll be making Super Snow Radar possible white and yellows, which are awesome. Those are always great. Always beautiful looking. And on top of that, we have this one, which looks a lot like the mom. This is going to be what I presume is the white and yellow version of a Super Snow Radar. So it's definitely a radar, definitely a Super Snow, and pretty sure it's a white and yellow. So this baby is going to be awesome. It's a tiny little tail king there, but that's alright. So the next one we're going to look at is 3.5, which is going to be this gecko who's in shed. This is the visual Patternless eclipse from last year. It is a snow. It's doing great. This is a male. He's getting up there in size, and he will be breeding with some double hets and some pos double hets. So he was originally supposed to breed with this gecko, who is a super snow eclipse pos het patternless black knight. Awesome gecko. Would have loved to breed these two so I can get some dark, because if you saw that last gecko, it was not very dark. Technically a black knight, but you know, some don't get as dark as the others. That gecko looks like a male, so we're gonna end up selling that. And then coming down here, we'll be breeding it to this girl who bred last year, which is a double het super snow. This one bred last year too. This one, I don't know if this one bred last year. It definitely did. This one's a little bit darker. Love to get some of that dark color in there. And then let's see, 42 and 80. So let's check out 42. 80 is that one, so that one's not going to be breeding. And so it will also be breeding to this girl, which is a really nice super snow double het. So this is just like this animal, except it's not a visual eclipse. But it is pos het patternless too. So hopefully that one will end up being het patternless, and we can make some somewhat dark double visuals. And then next year we can definitely refine that once we get more double visuals. One animal that I want to look at that's not being bred this year, I didn't have any projects for it, is this girl. If this girl ends up being a girl, she's going to go into this project because she is also a super snow eclipse patternless. The only one I produced this year, I wasn't even sure what she was at first, but definitely I now know. You can look at how pinched off that nose is. But yeah, she's still really small. She was kind of like the last hatchling of the year almost. But onto the #1 project for this year that I know a lot of you are excited for. So, of course, we have Apex, the Black Knight, doing his skinny thing that he does. He never likes to put on a lot of weight. He is the visual Black Knight Eclipse, my very first Black Knight. You can see that iridescence almost, a little bit of shed going on. He does tend to... He does tend to fade and come back into color. Right now, he's almost a brownish color. Now let's take a look at some of the females he's paired with. So we do have this girl up here, which is Super Snow Black Knight Eclipse, pos het patternless. So this girl will make some awesome babies. She was one of the first babies born this year. Lots of dark patterns, so I'm hoping to keep that. Snows, super snows, everything's going to be eclipse. So everything will be a visual eclipse, so it'll just be, depending on how dark it is, that's going to be a stunner project. That'll make some really good babies. Come over here. This girl he bred to last year, that's the one that produced this. So her baby's breeding this year, so she's awesome. She makes some dark stuff. This one is another one of those babies that I always thought came out really dark. Of course, all the ones that look kind of like this have the same mom. I really want to see what that does. And these are het eclipse, not pos het patternless. So this is going to be, this will be the line where I take out ones that are not visual eclipses and breed them together next year and try to get non-visuals and hold back the non-visuals and try to make a pure line. Because pure Black Knights go for a lot too, right? So this with Apex, half's going to be Eclipse and half's not. So the half that's not, anything that's really dark, I'm going to keep for myself. And then we already looked at that gecko. Let's look at 3A. Here we go. Oh wow, I always forget about that one. This is going to Apex. This animal is going to breed with Apex. Isn't that crazy? Look at that. So this is going to be a Black Knight Eclipse. So everything's going to come out and look just like mom and dad, theoretically. Of course, some might be a little bit darker, some might be a little bit lighter. So that's the #1 project. That female to Apex is going to be primo #1. That's going to make me the most money. That's going to sell the most. I got a line of people who already want to buy that. So if you're interested in any of these projects, let me know. I can definitely put you on a list. And basically how it'll work is once they hatch, I'll let people know. And a few weeks after that, I'll start to decide what I want to keep. And then I will let other people start picking what they want who are on the list. Now, anyone, once we go through the list, anything left over will end up going for sale on MorphMarket. If you're interested in any of these geckos, anything with a red tag is on MorphMarket. We've got Maxno radars, possibly not a Maxno radar. We got this guy, Maxno Black Knight 50%, Het Eclipse, 100% Het Eclipse. Got this guy, kind of some dark pattern on some of these. A lot of these are 50% Black Knights. This one's really cool from that same mom. That's gonna be a male. Oh, this one's unknown parents. So I put unknown parents. I don't know. I'm fairly certain it's from that same mom just by the color. These are on a discount on the MorphMarket. I got a couple of these. Same one. This is the clutch mate to that. You can see it's got that same coloration going on. Yep. No parent info. Lost whoever the parents were, but these two males are definitely at a discount. So if you're also excited for these projects, let me know. Let me know what you're interested in, and DM me if you have any questions or inquiries. And I appreciate you guys watching the video. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe for sure if you definitely want to see the babies that hatch out of that Black Knight Eclipse pairing. I will definitely show those when they hatch out, and I will keep videos, keep updating videos for you guys on that. So thank you guys, and I'll see you next time. Peace out.